Welcome back to my channel Kuluru Vineeth. So today we'll continue the arrays playlist. Today's question is finding second largest element in array. Okay, so this is what the question looks like. Given an input array of type integers, we have to find second largest element. So let's take an example here. Given example is 34, 23, 12, 56 and 89. So our output should be 56, which is the second largest element. So the basic intuition and approach for this question would be, first keep track of the maximum element we have seen so far, and at the same time keep track of second max comparing with the max element. At the end we get the required answer in second maximum variable. So let me start writing down an approach so that it will be clear. Fine. So approach 1 is traverse the array and keep track of max and second max element. Let me name this function name as approach 1, and input type would be integers array. Okay, integers array, and return type would be int. Now let's take two temporary variables, one to store maximum value and another to store second maximum value. So let's name first variable as max and store in dot min value. At initial state, let's store minimum value of type integers in both the variables, and another variable is second max, that is in dot min value. Now let's start iterating the given input array. The core condition check here is if element is greater than max variable value we are storing. What we do is, now we ship the max value into second max variable and then store current element into max variable. So here it goes like this: second max, now max will become second max and max will be current element. Or else if the current element falls in the range of second max plus 1 until max, then that will be our current second max value. So here the logic looks like this one: second max plus 1 until the max value. Okay, so now if this is falling in the range of second max plus 1 until max variable, then this would be our second max element. And finally at the end of the traversal we return that second max variable. This will give us our required answer. Fine. Then coming down to the analysis of time and space, as we can see we are using two temporary variables, so which at max the space is constant of, that is constant space order of 1. And coming down to the time analysis, since we are traversing array once, so the time complexity would be order of n. So time would be order of n and the space would be order of 1. Okay, fine. So now we are done with the approach 1. Fine. Again, is there any other approach that we could think of for this question? Well, I could say is other approaches: first find the max element, okay, and then remove that max element from that array and again find max. That would be our second max element. Okay, so let me write that approach 2: find max, remove that, and then find max element. This would give us our second maximum element. So let me name this as approach 2. Input remains again same, output remains again same. So this is what it looks like. Let's extract the max element in current array, that is nums.max. Here we use extension function on integers array. Now let's create a new array by removing the maximum element we have got in the previous step, that is nums dot filter, which is not max variable. So this is nothing but we store array values into new array except the current max element. That is what we are trying to filter. So this array, now at the end what we do is we return new array dot max. So this will be having our second maximum integer. So this is the approach to. Now coming down again to maximum this maximum finding second maximum element approach to time and space complexities. Since we are traversing again once to you can say twice, but it's constant, so order of n, since we are traversing in just 2 times the array, and the space complexity would be order of 1, not just order of 1, I would say it's order of n, because we are creating a new array to store the max element, new array. So I think this would boil down to the order of n. So that is the space complexity. Fine. So now we are done with 2 approaches. So any other approach again? Fine. Another approach, though the time complexity would increase, but still the approach of finding the solution is sort our given array in descending order and then return the second element in the sorted array. Fine. So let me write down that approach. Approach 3, sort array in descending order and then return second element in sorted array. Okay, let's name this as approach 3. Here again input parameter remains same, output parameter remains same. So what we do is here we just return, I think this is just one line code, return nums dot sort, okay, sort array descending, as you can see, and now return the first element, that is, if it is, since it is 0th index, the first element would be our second maximum element. So this is a simple third approach. Since we are sorting it the array, so max time complexity would be order of n log n, since we are for sorting it takes log n, since the size of the array is n, so the time complexity would be n log n, and space complexity is just the simple order of 1 space complexity. So these are the 3 approaches for this question. So now, right, we have written down 3 approaches. Now let's create a dummy example and compare the output of each approach. So let's create again dummy array, which is int array of, let's take the same example I have shown here. So let me take that, and output should be 56. Okay, fine. And also create an object of above class, finding second largest element. Okay, finding second largest element, and write 3 println statements for approach 1, approach 2, and approach 3. Second max using approach 1, that is finding second largest element approach 1, then give the input as the array, and since it is same for approach 2 and approach 3, let me take down this here, we'll take it down. Okay, approach 2, just change the name of the functions, approach 3, and here approach 3. And now let's run this and check what the output looks like. Okay, yeah, so there we go. As we see, the output of the approach 1, approach 2, and approach 3 are same, which is 56. Fine, this is it for this video. Thank you, keep watching my channel and keep looking for exciting content coming up on this channel. Thank you so much for your support and love.